Galaxy S10e versus iPhone XR speed test. That video's coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the Galaxy S10e and the iPhone XR speed test. Let's begin with a boot up in 3, 2, 1, and look at the S10e. Isn't it cute? It's so small over there on the left side. The iPhone XR looking rather big by comparison, but some might argue that I get a bigger display for the same price. Some might argue I get an OLED display with a better resolution. What are you talking about, Nick? For the same price, Galaxy S10e, what's good? And well, the iPhone XR says, shut up, Nick, I'm first to boot up. And let's get on to the Face ID versus Face Unlock test with the S10e versus the iPhone XR. So let's check out the S10e's Face Unlock. I'm gonna double tap the display and look at the screen. You're gonna see a little light flash up here in the punch hole. 3, 2, 1. And there you go. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. And it's in. Now, it's not super secure like the one on the iPhone XR, which has security built right into the notch. 3, 2, and 1 here for the XR. And Face ID is probably the better solution for face unlocking if you care about security, but Samsung's got your back here with its integrated fingerprint sensor. Now, we can't directly compare them here because the S10e is the only one that can do it, but I would say the S10e probably a little bit faster to get in, but definitely not as secure as the XRs. So here we are, Android 9 Pie 1.1 UI version. To confirm that software on the XR, I'm running iOS 12.1.4, which is the latest official version. 12.2 is on the way, but this is the latest official. Okay, guys, so we've arrived at the application portion. I have the gestures turned on for the S10e to make this look more fair. You can see everything is closed out on both devices now. And let's go back home. So let's go into calendar. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the S10e faster. The iPhone's animation looks smoother, maybe a little bit more visually pleasing, but not as quick as the S10e. Let's go into clock. 3, 2, 1. And you can see it's the same affair once again. Let's go into calculator. 3, 2, 1. And it looks like the S10e, just faster animation. What about setting? 3, 2, 1. You could see S10e again. The XR is very quick, but it gives you a little bit more time to see that visual animation. Let's go into Instagram. 3, 2, 1. You could see S10e there first, scrolls very fast. The iPhone XR very quick as well, but this thing scrolls a lot smoother. So smooth versus very quick and sprightly. Let's go into Twitter. 3, 2, 1. You could see Twitter is first there for the S10e, and there is the XR. Now, I do think that even with the gesture, the S10e looks quicker, but the XR is more visually pleasing. So you got to decide which one you like more. Let's go into Snapchat. 3, 2, 1. You could see that was the XR. We'll give that one to the XR. Let's go into Facebook. 3, 2, 1. And that one was the XR as well. Coming back here, XR. Let's go into Amazon. 3, 2, 1. And that looks slightly to the XR. Let me know if I was wrong on that one. What about eBay? 3, 2, 1. And you could see that is the S10e by far. Now, some of these apps might be better developed for the Android platform than iOS, but let's go into Best Buy. 3, 2, 1. And you can see Best Buy opens first there for the S10e. And there goes the iPhone XR. Let's go into Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. And here we are with the games. Little bit of an ugly stutter right there, but still very quick. Looks like the S10e pulls ahead even with that little weird animation thingy it did. A lot of people don't like that when it does stuff like that, but really it doesn't happen all the time, but it seemingly always happens in my speed test. Let's go into Subway Surfers. 3, 2, 1. And you can see this one is gonna go to, ooh, this is close. This is gonna be, oh my goodness, I couldn't even see it. I really think it maybe have been to the XR, but I could be wrong. Slow it down. Let me know in the comments who won Subway Surfers. Let's go into Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. And man, once again, we are close here, but the S10e says not this time, Nicky boy. So I think the S10e is gonna win that one for Temple Run in terms of the load time. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2, 3, 2, 1, and see which one is quicker. Now this one is going to be the S10e. Let's hit play. 3, 2, 1, and get into this game itself and see what happens on the load. Looks like the 10R says, I got the graphical power, let's go. Now you can see right there, very smooth in gameplay. The graphics are just beautiful on a lot of these iPhone games and they run amazing. Now the S10e is gonna be a smaller experience here on the device, and also you're gonna notice that hole cuts into the content sometimes, as does the notch in some games. So both these phones do have some obtrusions when you are playing, but the S10e is a little lighter, but I think the 10R has better battery life so far in my experience than the S10e. So it's gonna be a good gaming experience on either, even though these are not $1,000 phones. So that's the end of the initial application speed test, opening up these apps, things we do on a day-to-day. We open up apps daily, and I gotta say, I think the S10e, very quick, but I really love how smooth the 10R is. So really, you're gonna be deciding between quick looking or smooth feeling. But don't take that as I'm saying the iPhone XR is slower just because the animations are a bit slower. The iPhone XR is a beast in performance, just like the S10e. Let's go ahead and hit the dead trigger too. You can see it does open up. We are going through multitasking now. I tried to go from the side intuitively like I do on the iPhone. No reloads there. 6 GB of RAM. This is the Snapdragon 855 7nm CPU. So some people are watching this not in the US and they're talking about the Exynos. Here in the US, we get the Snapdragon 855 with 6 GB of RAM. So that's what you're seeing perform here. Now, with 6 gigs of RAM, it seems to be enough. Take a look at this. We haven't had any reloads so far here for this S10e. And there we go with the clock and with the calendar. Good stuff for the S10e. Beautiful RAM management right there. Now, I expect the 10R to do just as nicely and look maybe even smoother while doing it. So yes, looks very nice there. Oh, there's that a little slight reload. We have 3 GB of RAM, Apple A12 Bionic CPU here for this device. Facebook, let's go into Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, settings, calculator, clock, and the iPhone XR breaks no sweat there. So even with 3 GB of RAM versus a 6 GB of RAM phone here in the S10e, the 10R keeps right up with it. Both of them did stellar in multitasking. Okay, so let's do a quick internet test between the S10e and the iPhone XR. Let's go to Samsung.com, 3, 2, 1. See which one gets there first. You could see Apple loads Samsung's website first for some odd reason. Let's see if Samsung could load Apple's website first now. Let's go to apple.com here and see what happens. 3, 2, and 1. And you could see that goes to the iPhone XR again, surprisingly. Let's go into the next one. How about target.com, since I've seen that little Target up there. Target.com here, and let's go to Target. 3, 2, 1. And see what happens here. This one goes to the S10e, so it makes a nice comeback. So let's go to the Ackerman.com, 3, 2, and 1. And you could see that looked like the 10R a little bit faster than the S10e. So maybe we have faster Wi-Fi performance on the 10R right now. I don't know, but the S10e definitely not faster so far. Maybe Safari is just quicker than Samsung browser. I'm not exactly sure. Let's hit Amazon, 3, 2, 1. And you could see S10e there. So they're both very fast, but I think the 10R won this internet test overall. The 10R also has a smoother browser. It's a little bit smoother Safari, whereas the Samsung browser is just very quick. It's like fast scrolling. So just like with other Samsungs, it's no different there. Let's go to the camera, 3, 2, 1, and you could see 10R again. So the 10R is the faster shooter in terms of opening it up, but we'll have to see which one can actually take a photo first now. Let's focus in. 3, 2, 1. And looks like the 10R a little faster on that shot too, just slightly. Man, the iPhone got a really fast camera. Like if you want one of the, look at that shutter speed on the iPhone, just flying. Yeah, the Samsung's not playing either. Look at that, 1000, but like, look at that, it's ridiculous. I think the iPhone still has the faster camera, to be quite honest. Okay, so the final Geekbench scores are in, and sorry Samsung on this one, but you're just not taking down the 10R S10e for this round. Now, does this really matter in the real world? Probably not. Those are some crazy good scores here for a Samsung phone. But some can argue that, you know what, the Galaxy S10e doesn't need that much power because this is still good enough. And also, with the ways you can take advantage of this power with the multitasking abilities and split screen and pop view and stuff like this, it actually uses its power like a little bit more wisely. Now with the iPhone, you can just open up apps. It's a grid of icons and apps. So the argument can be had that the iPhone doesn't take advantage of this. So yes, the iPhone XR does have a way higher Geekbench score than the S10e, but the S10e is making more advantage of its power in this regard. So in conclusion, the Galaxy S10e versus iPhone XR speed tests which is the more powerful phone, and that is the XR. It has the more powerful Geekbench score. It actually is a little bit smoother than the S10e in terms of its animations. The S10e is the quicker phone when it comes to RAM management and multitasking. If you're going to be using split screen pop view, it actually takes advantage of its power. It also has quicker animations, so visually it might look quicker than the XR, but the XR seems to be slightly more efficient. I think One UI needs a few updates to match the iPhone when it comes to efficiency. It might always be this way, as Apple controls the hardware and software of their devices, so it's really hard to beat that. Now, so far, I'm not seeing that the S10e is anything super much more powerful than the XR, but it's definitely offering a lot of value, and I think a lot of people might think more value, but I'm going to reserve my thoughts and for a full comparison between these to help you decide which one is the better buy. So be subscribed for that, turn notifications on. Which phone do you like more? The S10e, the XR, which one you thought was faster? Comment down below, I'd love to hear what you got to say. I will catch you on the next episode. Thumbs up. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.